Hi there, this is Geoff from geoffmobile.com and welcome to another edition of Cooking with Geoff, where I take you on a 360-degree virtual reality tour of a recipe that I make in the kitchen, featuring the Instant Pot programmable electric pressure cooker. Today we're going to be making a pasta dish with chicken, lemon, and some carrots, onions, and some spices. And we'll do a side of steamed zucchini. So I hope you enjoy this recipe. If you try it at home, please let me know how it turned out. And if you're watching along in virtual reality, I'm curious to see what the experience is like for you. So without further ado, let's come a bit closer and look at some of the ingredients for today's recipe. So if you look down here, you can see the ingredients for today's recipe. We have a bag of Italian pasta. This is actually a Dolce & Gabbana brand pasta. I'm looking forward to trying it. The pasta package looks really interesting. We've got some oregano, about 1 teaspoon of oregano, some black pepper, freshly ground. I've got 1 onion, chopped up, 1 teaspoon of olive oil, 1 lemon cut into 8 slices, 3 cloves of garlic, minced, about a half a teaspoon of salt, 4 carrots, small carrots chopped up and peeled, and I've got 2 zucchini, peeled and chopped, and I've got 2 cups of chicken broth. This is the pot I'm going to be used for steaming the zucchini, and this is the Instant Pot. And of course, to add protein, I've got some really nice quality organic chicken. These are organic boneless chicken thighs from Whole Foods. So without further ado, let's get started. I'll turn on my Instant Pot onto saute mode, and I'll put it on normal. So we'll add the olive oil to the Instant Pot. I've got my chicken thighs here, so I'm going to shake on the salt and pepper to season the chicken thighs. Just going to wait for that oil to heat up a bit more. It doesn't take very long to get hot. Okay, so I'm going to add the chicken thighs into the oil. And I'm basically going to brown on both sides until the juices from the chicken are run clear. This is where it starts to smell really good. Meanwhile, over here, I'll turn on the pot here so it'll start boiling the water, so I'll be able to steam the zucchini. Let's have a look at the chicken here. I'll turn the chicken over. This pot is boiling, so I'll turn it down to 4 and open the lid. Pop in my zucchini into the pot. Let's give the chicken another turn over to the other side. Starting to brown a little bit, which is good. And let's give that about 1 more minute. Alright, that chicken looks like it's nicely browned. Next we're going to add our onion. Add our garlic. And our carrots. Give that a stir. I'll try to scrape the bottom of the pot, to scrape up all the chicken juices and the chicken browned areas. So that really has a lot of flavor. Meanwhile, our zucchini over there is steaming. Just let it steam for a couple more minutes until it's soft. Our family likes really soft zucchini. The zucchini tastes really good when it's steamed. We'll just time this for another 30 seconds of cooked time on the onions and garlic and carrots. while I scrape the bottom of the pot. Next I'm going to add some red wine into the mixture. This is helping to deglaze the bottom of the pot, which helps to remove all the spits that are stuck to the bottom of the pot. It also adds some flavor. So I'll add a little bit of red wine. And you want to stir the pot and scrape the bottom again. It's called deglazing. And you can smell the aroma of the wine. You want to cook it for another few minutes until the alcohol smell has gone away. Because you don't want to have this pasta with too much alcohol actually in it. But you just like the flavor of the alcohol. Is more like what we're going for right now. And simmering of the chicken and the vegetables with the red wine is adding really nice flavor. So I'm scraping the bottom of the pot to remove anything off the bottom. It really helps to use an oven mitt with the Instant Pot so you can control the pot rotation as you do the stirring and scraping. We'll just have a check on the zucchini here. Looks nice. I'll just test one with a fork. It's still hard, so I'll let this steam for another few minutes. So I'm going to smell the aroma of the Instant Pot to see if the red wine alcohol has bubbled away. I still smell a bit of the red wine, so I'm going to let it cook for another minute. Alright, so we're ready to add the rest of the ingredients. So we'll add the chicken stock to the pot. I used some chicken bouillon cubes and boiled some water and added the cubes in there. These are organic chicken stock. You can also use boxed chicken stock as well. Add the oregano. And we actually add the whole lemon slices right in here. This lemon is seedless or doesn't have that many seeds, so we won't see too many seeds in the dish, which is really helpful. By adding the peel in, you get a lot more flavor from the lemon. So just going to give this a stir. Meanwhile, I'll just check on the zucchini, see how it's doing. Okay, it's pretty soft. I'll give it another minute. So I'll stir the pot a bit more with the broth and all the other ingredients in here. It's still on saute mode. So I'm going to have a look at this pasta. It's actually these really nice pasta shells. And we're just going to dump the pasta right in. And it's important not to stir at this point. You just want to pat the pasta down, kind of like stab it a little bit. So we don't stir it because we don't want the pasta to touch the bottom of the Instant Pot. That can cause it to burn. So as you can see, there's a lot of dry pasta on top. So I'll just pour the water into the pot, additional water, until the top of the pasta is covered by the water. Alright, so now the water is at the top level of the pasta. I had to add quite a bit more water because that's a lot of pasta. I'm cooking 500 grams of pasta. Make sure your Instant Pot lid here has a sealing ring and that the sealing silicone ring is in place. I'll lock this on and I'll turn the dial to seal, turn off the saute mode, and I'll turn it on to high pressure for 5 minutes, and I'll turn off the keep warm setting. Meanwhile, our zucchini is now done. You can have a look at that. It's all nicely cooked. So I'll use this strainer in the sink over there to drain the zucchini and just get the zucchini out of the pot. So I'll take this pot over and I'll dump it into the strainer. As you can see, we have a nice pot of steamed zucchini here, which will be really nice as a side dish to go with the pasta. I like having a lot of vegetables in my diet. It really helps to improve my health and overall well-being, and also my energy level. Cover that up for now, keep it warm. And the stove is off now, so I'll just put it back over here and just sit there until we're ready to eat the pasta. The Instant Pot, as you can see here, has lots of controls. The main thing, it says pressure cook, the light's on. I already set the timer for 5 minutes, and when you set the time, you just gotta wait a few seconds and then it starts cooking. The keep warm setting is off, which means after it's finished cooking, it won't actually try to keep it warm, it'll just shut off automatically. So what's happening right now is that The Instant Pot is slowly heating up what's inside until the water or liquid will turn to steam and start building up pressure inside the pot. After the pot reaches a certain amount of pressure, there's a little valve on top that will pop up to the top, and that will form a seal, and then the pot will continue building up pressure until it reaches its desired pressure. And at that point it will beep and will start counting down from the time that you set, which in my case was 5 minutes. After 5 minutes are up, it will start beeping, and at that point you could do a quick release to release all the pressure, but with pasta it's better to let it sit for a bit with the pressure in the pot. So in this case, in this recipe, I will allow it to do a natural release, just releasing the pressure by itself for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes I'll release all the rest of the pressure by turning the valve on the top, and the steam will come out rapidly. So just a moment ago, the Instant Pot valve, that little silver thing there, it rose to the top, and now it's starting to seal. It has formed the seal, and it's going to be starting to build up the steam and the pressure inside the pot. Takes another 5 minutes or so before it reaches the full pressure, and then we'll see it counting down from the time we set, which was 5 minutes. The Instant Pot just beeped, and it's now counting down from 5 minutes on the display. After it beeps, after 5 minutes, it'll be done cooking in the Instant Pot, but we still need to do the natural release for 5 minutes to allow the moisture to absorb inside the pasta and the pressure to decrease naturally. And after 5 minutes we'll do what's called a quick release with the valve to quickly release all the rest of the pressure inside the Instant Pot display. There's less than 1 minute left on the Instant Pot display. Very soon it'll be finished the cooking cycle. That's the beeping, and now you can hear that it's still kind of sizzling, and it's a bit of maybe steam escaping from the side. It's also the sound of the food cooking inside. We'll set a timer for 5 minutes. For now I can just unplug the Instant Pot to be extra safe. I'm going to remove the cord. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes, and now it's time to do the quick release of the pressure. So I'll move the Instant Pot under the vent. Using the oven mitts, I will turn the valve so the steam will come out. It will take a couple minutes for all the steam to exit the pot. Alright, the pressure is pretty much released, and you can see that the metal valve on the top has popped down. So I'll use the oven mitts and I'll open up the top, and I'll make sure you open the lid away from your face, because the steam will blast out. As you can see, I'll take this over to the sink and just sink. As you can see, this is looking really good. I'll give it a stir. A nice lemony chicken pasta with carrots, onions, garlic, red wine, oregano, pepper, salt, olive oil, pretty much all the ingredients. And this is Dolce and Gabbana pasta. Really curious how that will turn out. But let me just serve a little bit onto a plate, and then I'll give it a taste test. It always helps to top things with some Parmesan cheese, so I'll sprinkle that on top. Next I'll do a little close-up video of the pasta so you can have a look. Give it a stir. That looks excellent. Very nice. And a little close-up of the pasta, the serving I've got here too. Beautiful. So finally I'll do a taste test. The moment of truth. You can have a look down here and see the amazing pasta. Looks really great. I'll just give it a try. That's really, really good. It's a really simple recipe. Hope you enjoyed it. For more videos from me, please click the subscribe button below. Hope to see you again soon. Please like the video and comment if you have any comments. And if you like this format, please let me know. I'm willing to change things up if people want anything different. And once again, my name is Geoff Peters from Vancouver, BC, Canada. Hope you have a great day, and bye for now. Hope to see you on my other videos. For more videos like this, do please subscribe, and I'll be bringing you many more cooking adventures in the kitchen, as well as 360 tours of the beautiful city I live in, Vancouver, BC, Canada. So that's all for now. Have a great one, and I'll talk to you soon. This is really good. Try some of that zucchini. That's really good. I love the combination of zucchini and pasta.